Let's say this briefly this morning. You see, there's something I want to talk about. You see, it's always good to be prayerful over your seed, your children, family members, and those you wish well. Number one, pray for them to be in good health. Pray for them to be in good mental health. Pray for them not to destroy their lives with drugs. Pray for them not to be sick. Pray for them not to be incapacitated. Because he said, ask and you shall be given, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be opened unto you. You know, there are this set of persons that I have a problem with, and I want to talk about it briefly this morning. You see some persons, probably they gave birth to an autistic child or an imbecile. See, pray for God to heal them. Pray for God to restore them. You see some persons, they have drunkards in their house as a son, as a cousin, as a relative. Pray for God to touch them and also try to put them through therapy that will make them be rehabilitated and become normal. You see some persons, some of their children are into drugs. Pray for God to heal them and take some other moves too to make sure that they are rehabilitated, so that they can be well again, so that they can attain things in life, they can achieve things in life. You see some persons that have some children that are occultic. When I mean occultic, they are into cultism. They fight, they break bottles, they do all sorts of things and all that. See, what I want to say this morning is that you see some family members, I call them greedy people. I call them self-centered people. You see, they start saying, oh, this one that is into drug, let us just look for the wife and marry for him. Let us just look for a wife and marry for this one that is into drug, for this alcohol, for this drunkard, for this mad one, for this one that is a cultist that is busy destroying things and causing problems everywhere. Maybe probably if he marries a wife, he will calm down. See, if you are not wicked, if you are not heartless, if that person was normal, if that person wasn't mad, if that person wasn't into drug, if that person wasn't a nuisance already, would you have looked for somebody to marry? So the person's child that will come and marry that person is not a good person, or it's not a normal human being. The person does not deserve to marry a normal person, right? And some of you will start going as far as trying to entice every lady you see with money to just marry them and give birth to them, for them rather. Not as if you have a good plan for them. Not as if you are planning a better future for them with your relative that have destroyed their lives. If they are good people, will your mother, will your sisters, will the girls from your family marry a drunkard? Will the girls from your family marry a drug addict? Will the girls from your family marry somebody that is mad, or somebody that has destroyed his life with cult activities or related activities? Somebody that is an armed robber, somebody that is a hoodlum, somebody that is known for causing chaos and causing issues. Why look for a wife for somebody that is not mentally stable? Why look for a wife or somebody that is not emotionally stable and emotionally ready to be with a woman? What do you want to do? You just want a woman that will give birth for that one that have useless their life, so that they will have a name, because you know that they might not stay long or live long because of the kind of life they are living, because you know they are wasting away. You just want a woman that will give birth for a drug addict, for a woman that will give birth for a drunkard, for a woman that will give birth for somebody that even your family have rejected. He said, let us just look for a woman for him, and probably he will calm down. Let us look for probably a woman will change him. Why don't you change him as the family? Why don't you change him as the mother? Why don't you change him as the father? Why don't you change him as the uncle? Why don't you change him as the auntie? Will you pray for your female child to get married to such a man? If it wasn't an issue, why are you busy looking for the wife for him? Why are you doing it as quick as possible, so that you engage or enslave somebody's daughter? See, I said Christianity is not all about our attendance in church. It's also about our mindset for people. He said, which among these is the greatest commandment? He said, love is the greatest of all. Will you love somebody and want the person to marry a mad person because it's your family? To marry somebody that is into drugs because it's your family? To marry somebody that his temper is igniting because it's your family? To marry somebody that you know is living on a lifeline because it's your family? He said, let us look for a wife for this old is getting old, is a drunkard. You are not concerned about the emotional attachment. You are not concerned about the life of the other person. That's why I tell most people, I say, work hard so that poverty does not drive you to the extent that people will start wanting to marry your daughter for a madman, for a drug addict, for the cultists that they know that is a write-off. That they know that it's a write-off. For a child that is close to being useless, because no one is useless in the sight of God. But if it is good for that one to marry somebody's daughter, even some without their permission, without their consent, you just want to marry for them. You just want a woman that they will sleep with and start having children, so that you cannot have children to call. You don't even actually love these women in the real sense. You are not marrying them out of love, you are marrying them out of greed, out of stupidity. Because if you are not stupid, you will not want another person's child to come into a traumatic situation because you want a life for your son. Take them to the psychiatric hospital, let them get well first. Take them for rehabilitation, let them stop alcohol first. Take them for counseling, let them stop cult-related activities and stop being the bad boys that they are. He said, because my daughter is an imbecile, I'm looking for a boy that I will pay money to marry my daughter. If it was a good thing, why not look for your family member to marry the person? Why not go for your friend's children to marry the person? You are looking for the poor man's child that will marry the girl. I am not saying an imbecile does not deserve to be loved. No. I'm not saying the drug addict does not deserve to be loved, but let them find love themselves. Let there be emotional attachment. Stop pushing people to them for your selfish reason. That's my point. Christianity is not about going to church. It's about having a heart for others too. He said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. You will not want to marry a drug addict, but you want somebody's daughter to marry your son. You want somebody's son to marry your daughter. You are paying them into marrying your family member because you just want them to start having children, not minding the emotional trauma this one we face. Not minding the emotional trauma, not minding the compatibility of the both of them. And you now start going to church to give testimony and say, to God be the glory. One of my brother that has been into drug, one of my sister that has been into this, one of this that has been into this, one of my brother that is about to die. Oh, we found him a wife and now he has a child. Glory be to God. You are not even thanking God because they actually got married. You are thanking God because they got a child out of that decaying situation. See, he said a man shall find. He said when a man findeth a wife, he findeth good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord. There must be mutual agreement. It is not a forceful coexistence. It must be a mutual one. There must be love between them. There must be emotional attachment. So you want to truncate the destiny of an innocent child, of an innocent person, because you want the good of your own, not considering the good of this other person. If you don't want to help a poor man, don't help their children. Don't stop putting them in tight corners. Stop giving them conditions. If you don't want to help the children of a poor woman, don't help them. Stop putting them in tight corners. Stop giving them conditions. Somebody was talking to me. He says that somebody came with an offer, and they said we should do this, we should do that, we should do that. And I looked at the situation very well. I said, okay, let's try to see if it's something you can do. Do you love the boy or not? And I say the parents of the girl have started pressurizing the girl because of what the boy's family can offer. To marry a boy that was rusticated from school, 3 schools, to marry a boy that beats his parents, to marry a boy that will go as far as selling everything. They want to sponsor a marriage and trap the life of a young girl. See, poverty is not a disease. Poverty is not a disease. It's only a stepping stone and a road to greatness. Don't allow anybody pressure you because of what they have to go into a marriage and we favor only them and not you. Don't allow it. See, no matter what, don't allow it. If it is good and your mother is pressuring you to marry somebody, a boy that his life is almost useless, let your mother leave your father and marry the boy. Let your auntie bring in that offer. Let your auntie leave the husband and marry the boy. Or if your father can turn himself to a woman, let your father marry the boy. Because most of them it's just transactional. It is just transactional. See, he said, for I know my thought towards you. A thought to prosper you and not a thought to harm you. A thought to give you an expected end. Will God put you under the cell room with somebody that will traumatize all your life? That will give you problem till you die? That at the end of it all, the family's target is just the child. They want to collect the child and go. If you don't want to stay with him because of his character, go. You have a child for him, go and give us the child. That's all they want to achieve. That is not Christianity. That is witchcraft. That is wickedness. Trying to truncate the life of another person because you want the life of your own to be good. So in whatever you are doing in life, you must be considerate about who you are or who you want to become. Don't use your life tomorrow so that your family will not be begging somebody to marry you or try to pay somebody to marry you. It's a transactional marriage. It's a transactional marriage, just like business, trade by barter. I give you money, you marry my son. But most of these girls in the house of that boy, they are living a life of regret. Most of these boys that you are forced, they are living a life of regret, living with your daughter. You want to look for a wife for an old man of 50, 60, 70 that is a drunkard. You are looking for a young girl. See, I don't blame those that make such requests. I blame the family of the lady for accepting such nonsense. You have accepted that you are useless. You have accepted that your daughter is useless, that nothing good can come out of your daughter unless your daughter marries that old man, that drunkard, that unfulfilled man. Whereas these persons are people that God have destined to be lawyers, to be judges, to be governors, to be treated in royalty, and yet for the peanut, no matter how the money is, if there is no emotional attachment. You see, when people want to talk to them, they say they will start growing to love each other. Did you marry out of pity and now start growing to love the person? No. You must find, when you find the woman, there must be something that is attracting you to the woman before you make a move. And there's something that must be attracting you to the man before you accept. So nobody should pressurize you. Nobody should pressurize you. Nobody should pressurize you. He's a God of all, not the God of the poor or the God of the rich alone. He does not love the rich man more than he loves you. See, I will always say this. The only thing the rich man has more than you is money. He does not have God's love more than you. He does not have life more than you. If they say poverty will kill you, a stray bullet can as well enter the house of a rich man and kill the rich man. If death want to take a rich man, he does not. He passes through the money and all the wealth and everything and gets the life out of that man. The same thing happens to a poor man. So you must add value on yourself and also add value on your children. Anybody that comes with such an offer to you, you will chase the person with the machete. They don't respect you. They don't respect that girl. They don't respect that boy. Somebody that is mad, that has mental problem, they want to marry your child out to the person. They want your son to marry the person because they feel you are poor. And I want to tell you something. Being rich and being wealthy is not a destination, it's a process. Because even the rich still looks for money till tomorrow. Even the most wealthy still look for money tomorrow. They still go to work. They still hustle to get more money. And at the end of it all, everything is still vanity. And in all you do, don't forget, whatever God does not bless, He does not support. And whatever He does not support, He can never bless. Good morning.